Hello, Dan Moskal here, and in this video we are going to talk about some local SEO. We are working with a client who has a mental health therapy, like she's a mental health therapist, counselor in the local Columbia, South Carolina area. However, her website doesn't get any visitors. She has a few visitors, clients, and then she will show up when people search her name in the search engines. But she doesn't have a big website, and let me just show you. There's maybe 10, 15 pages on this website, a couple topics about counseling therapy. And specifically, the page that we're looking at right off the top, and to target some of these local search terms, is one of her pages. This is her homepage. And then another thing that she specializes in is couples counseling and marriage therapy. And this is good. There's a lot of national search volume for couples counseling and marriage therapy, but how do you translate that national information into local SEO like work? How do you target those local SEO terms? And that's what we're going to look at in this video. So what I would strongly recommend is for you to use the Google AdWords keyword planner. You're going to have an AdWords account. If you don't, there's some other keyword tools, they call them, but this is going to help us get an idea of what best to target for our, like, we want to figure out what has the most search volume. Is it couples counseling? Is it marriage therapy? Is it marriage counseling? As I mentioned, we're targeting local SEO, but do it for national. Like, don't put in, to clarify, the targets that I've entered in here, the keywords, to get an idea of what gets searched for and to do some research. This is looking at national searches, even though we're targeting a local SEO. Like, we want it to show up when people search couples counseling in the Columbia, South Carolina area. Like, we don't care so much about the national search results. So this will tell us a few things, and if you don't have it set to exact, make sure you go in and do. So we can look at it a couple different ways. This also gives you some really good ideas for other search terms like Catholic marriage counseling. Jolie Moskal actually takes a Christian approach with her counseling. So if Catholic marriage counseling gets searched for nationally that often, I imagine Christian marriage counseling and Christian couples counseling's got to be a heavily searched term, and one that she could write easily about, and one that she could get ranked for pretty easily. So let's go ahead and look at this couples counseling. And on a side note, it's important to put these little hyphens in to give you an idea of just how it compares. And sorry, we just mentioned Christian marriage counseling gets searched for 3,600 times a month. That's nationally. So let's just divide that by 50, assuming everything's equal, which it's not. But let's just, we also have Yahoo and Bing searches. This is just looking at Google's, but let's just say, by those 50 states. So every month, this is all just rough, but every month there's approximately 70 people typing into Google. This is monthly, typing Christian marriage counseling. Now there's also probably some more folks that are typing Christian couples counseling. So we will let her know about that or write an article on her behalf. But let's look at just our terms that we were looking at. We have couples counseling spelling variation, marriage therapy, couple therapy, marriage counseling. Marriage counseling and couples therapy. Wow. Couples therapy isn't even one we were searching for, but that looks to be one of the biggest. 49,000 every month compared to 40,000 with marriage counseling. So right now this page is targeting couples counseling. What we want to do, we're going to still target couples counseling, but we're going to instead just make a couple tweaks, and we're going to turn it into targeting couples therapy and marriage counseling and couples counseling and marriage therapy. But our main focus is going to be couples therapy, because that's searched for 50,000 times. And let's just compare. So this is our like money term, like our big picture goal. Divided by everything being equal, 50 states. That's roughly 1,000 people in South Carolina each and every month. Now let's just say she gets, and let's say she gets just 10% of those clicks for the local. 10%, that's 100 people visiting her website. If she can turn that into just one client, let's say one client equals, $50 after your expenses. One client coming and seeing you every week in a month, that's $200. And then if you have an average customer life like she does of 6 months, that's $1,200 from just one person locally coming to your website out of those hundreds and saying, yes, I want to come in and see you. We need some help. God, and how many. I'm lucky I'm not married currently, but there's problems in life. Like folks that are looking for couples counseling and marriage therapy are clearly in need and really want some help, because nobody wants to be in a bad relationship. So we're going to delete that off the very top, this part right here that just says couples counseling and marriage therapy. And we are going to change it to, I think we're going to do, that's perfect. We're going to instead change it to couples therapy and marriage counseling. And that way we're really targeting just short, it's like 90,000, almost 90,000 searches, nationally. But we're going to make those assumptions. This is the way you have to do local SEO, is use the national data and then apply it to local. That's targeting 90,000 compared to what she was targeting with just couples counseling. That was 6,600, and marriage therapy. She also had that. That was 1,000. So she was targeting just 7,600 people. Compared to 90,000, let's go after 90,000, especially for local stuff. There's half the competition with local, not even half with local stuff. So we're going to change this to couples therapy and marriage counseling. Now, this right here that we're looking at is using a Genesis framework, where we can actually insert the title there. Depending on what you're doing, you can insert it up here too. This is what's going to actually show up right here. So let's just go ahead and we're going to go ahead and just publish this now. There's some other tweaks we need to do to really do like some inbound linking and a few other things. Check out some more videos here to see the rest, along with even just putting a meta description, which is those. Sorry, meta descriptions, these two sentences that describe the page. And just to show you, this is what we really want to do, is in Columbia, South Carolina. And we could probably, if we had more time, we'd actually search couples counseling and see where she's showing up. We are going to stick a code in here in the future that will show us our rankings within Google and the fluctuations. Google has some great webmaster tools that'll give you that information if you're not familiar. So anyways, what we really did here is just change the title of it. And just changing the title, couples therapy and marriage counseling, we went from targeting 7,600 people on a national level, divide that by 50, assuming life's equal, and change that to now we're targeting 90,000 just by changing the order of the words and doing a couple minutes of research. Just having a good, accurate, descriptive title, couples therapy and marriage counseling. And I almost forgot the most important stuff, most important part. In Columbia, we could type out South Carolina, or we could just do Columbia SC and for now, we're just going to do SC. On a side note, your document title, your page title, it's going to be between 50 and 60 characters. This uses 55 characters. Couples therapy and marriage counseling in Columbia, South Carolina. This right here, this title, is what's going to show up under Jolie's website in blue. So let's go ahead and publish it. And let's see what the updated page looks like. So couples therapy, you can look up here, couples therapy and marriage counseling in Columbia, South Carolina, and we could put that down there in Columbia, South Carolina, but I think that's almost repetitive, and we could really just say couples or marriage and couples counseling, or you don't have to have the exact same thing as your actual page, like what shows up in the title, in the like heading part underneath it. I don't think it makes sense to put Columbia, South Carolina there just because it seems a little bit repetitive in my opinion. So let's go ahead and I want to see what's actually showing up in Google when you currently see this page. See, it says couples counseling, Jolie Moskal, MA, LPC. That's not really telling Google that you're in South Carolina, that you're trying to help people that are married that are in South Carolina. So please do this. Like, go check out a keyword tool, because we just went from 7,000 to 90,000 every single month, and even 9,000 on a local search results. That's some real volume, and especially when one customer or client equals a lot of revenue for your business. This is all organic, natural SEO traffic that we're targeting. So it's not like there's paid overhead or expense, like she has to have an office and stuff. But anyways, this is Dan Moskal. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or concerns, or want something specific, or want some more help. Come and visit danmoskaluniversity.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We're doing a SEO training here next week in September 2013. If you'd like to get involved with that, please let us know. If you miss it, don't worry, we're gonna be doing more, so it's no big deal. You can also check us out on Facebook, and you can also find our book over at Amazon, How to Create a Website Easy Button. Have a great afternoon, and I wish you all the best. Local SEO is where the biggest opportunities are today, so please get into it. Do a little bit of research, because you're mining for gold with local SEO. It's so I drool looking at local SEO. I've been doing SEO, working full time online since 2006. So anyways, have a great afternoon. Talk with you soon.